of those people who absolutely loves the holidays. As soon as Halloween hits, I get so excited because you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and it just means a lot of time with friends and family. And for my kids, it's really exciting right now because they're at such fun ages. Seeing a lot of farm animals in the background because that is what Rhett is obsessed with right now. So Maverick's helping me by turning down the TV. But because they are 3 in 1, you can talk about anything in front of them and they don't really know what's going on when it comes to certain stuff. In fact, we left their Santa gift in the front room for a good 2 weeks because we were just kind of too lazy to move it, and it's pretty big. So they used it as a jungle gym and giant words saying exactly what it was on the box. But guess what? I can't read. He's showing you his cookie because he had some tears coming down. He got bit by a little girl today, and I've never had something like that happen. So that wasn't very fun to handle right there. But anyway, we took Rhett to see Santa for, well, I guess it was the second time this year. He was just so little last year that he didn't really know what was going on. But of course, he cried because what a weird tradition that we started to have our kids go sit on Santa's lap. Oh, hey, big guy. And ask a strange man for presents after always teaching them don't talk to strangers. It's so weird. I don't get it. Of course, Maverick this year asked for pizza. So either he has everything he needs or he's starving. Either way, he's getting some pizza for Christmas. The other thing that presents come in handy for is bribing. I'm not gonna lie. So with my family, because we are so large, I mean, I have 4 older sisters and a younger brother, all of which have kids besides my brother. And then I also have step siblings who have been in our lives for 25 years now. Family, what we do is we draw names. So one person buys for one other person, just like the cousins. One cousin would buy for one other cousin. And then for Ryan's side, because they are a little smaller, we just buy for everybody on that side. But this year, I wanted to relieve a lot of the stress. I am such a perfectionist. So a lot of years, I'm looking for that very perfect gift and spending so many hours on the internet and at stores. And well, with how sick I've been and how tired I've been with this pregnancy, honestly, I just didn't want to do that. And I didn't want to take away from like the magic of the holidays with my family either. So throughout the year, I've been kind of taking notes on people and what they like or that I thought maybe they would want for the holidays. So this year, believe it or not, I was able to get all of my shopping done online because I am not facing those crowds, but on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So not only did we get some really cool stuff, a lot of those things that I got people came with a nice little deal on the end because we all know I'm quite the bargain shopper. Another thing that we actually started doing this year and hope to kind of continue is that we limited the amount of gifts for our children as well. So we're really pulling back on material gifts for them and trying to create more memories and experiences. Because we do have such a large family surrounding us, they're already spoiled from all sides. Grandparents, cousins, aunts, and uncles. And who are we kidding? Do we need more toys around our houses? I mean, mine looks like a zoo. I know a lot of you out there feel the exact same way. I want to get rid of toys, and we have a 3rd child on the way. Plus, Maverick's at such an important age to teach him that materials are not important, and that not every kid just gets to go home with a toy from McDonald's or a snack from the store, or as he calls it, head to the jumpy house place when we're going stir crazy. And I'm not someone who grew up with a lot of excess money just lying around to have those things either. I mean, my mom was a single mother raising 6 kids after my dad passed away when I was nearly 4 years old, and I'm number 5 of 6. So she was working her butt off, sometimes 2 or 3 jobs. I mean, we had to know what hard work was, and I think it's really important, whether you have the means or not, to teach your kids where material comes from, how hard it is to obtain those material things, and that even if you have the means to do so, there are so many people in need. That's what I want to teach my kids. This all sounds great in theory. I know I'm trying to be the perfect mom here, and it's not working out. Just listen to this. We take him to the store after getting a bunch of names off the giving tree at church, and we had him pick out the gifts. I think the part that he didn't totally understand is that he was picking out the toys for the other kids. So we had some major toddler meltdowns in the aisles of Target and Walmart. Whew. And now I say all of this trying to be, you know, the perfect mom over here, but who am I kidding? I absolutely love seeing the surprise on their faces when they get the thing they've been asking for all year long. It's the magic of Christmas. All right, let's talk stockings. Ryan took the kids out to dinner so I can quickly show you what's going in their stockings, but it is one of my very favorite memories when it comes to Christmas, waking up as early as possible to run out to the living room and maybe swap a few things out of my sister's stockings and into mine. My mom was a professional stocking stuffer, I think. And I just remember it being so joyous and fun, even if it wasn't something great big. Joey's already getting into some of his stocking stuffers. So this is something, I'll go over the dogs quickly so he can maybe play with one while the kids are gone. This is something we got him as a stocking stuffer, and there he goes. He was happy with it. Obviously toys always a good idea for dogs. This one's pretty cool because it has a water bottle inside and you can replace it every time. And then for the dog, I just got a few bones and treats and just a few more toys that the kids could throw to him. So that's Joey's stocking. I'm gonna have to take that toy away from him though, because that's gonna get very annoying. Put the dog outside for a few minutes so we can finish up here. So let's get to the boys' stockings. I do a lot of the same thing in both of their stockings, but one of my big things that I like to do, obviously, is like bath time fun. So this year I found some really cool things. This is a spinning bath bomb. I got this one at Walmart for really cheap. I also, I believe, oh yeah, bath soap. This creates bubbles in your bathtub and colors at different colors at the same time. My boys' very favorite things in the bath are these magic cracklers. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but it's kind of like Pop Rocks in your mouth, but it's for the bathtub. Of course, you gotta throw in the fizzy tub colors. However, yes, I know it's probably not great for their systems. They love it. And the bubble bath. Rhett, as I had mentioned earlier, is obsessed with animals, so I just got him a little dog and a little cat to go in there. He likes any sort of ball, so I got him, you know, the small football, baseball, basketball, and then I got him the bouncy ball versions of it as well. And then I got him, because my husband is a Packers fan, a nice little Broncos football. I did get both of the boys some toothbrushes, so the necessities, of course. So we really try to limit candy because my kids are absolute terrors on sugar. So this year, I didn't do any big bags of candy or anything. I did do some fun little ones, as you can hear it. Makes a little bit of noise. Maverick will love this. It's a pooping reindeer. That's always great for boys. Of course, you gotta do the Christmas Pez sticks, so I got both of them some Pez right there. You know, that's kind of it for candy, except I did give Maverick some little bubble gums because he is obsessed with gum right now, and we're trying to teach him not to swallow it. And then for Rhett, I got him this giant chocolate Santa, which will not be eaten by him. These are dinosaur bubbles, but they actually roar. I just don't want to take that thing out because who knows how long those batteries will last. For Maverick, I got him a bell for his bicycle because he's now riding a big boy bike, hopefully without those training wheels. Darts for the dart gun because we lose those about 7,000 times a day. During Rhett's nap time, Maverick and I try to have some one-on-one time for about an hour before he also has quiet time. And these are a 3-pack of Legos they can build. He loves his little Legos, and we can really only do those when brother's not around. The Play-Doh, of course, what kid doesn't like to play with Play-Doh? These are bathtub markers. We've always got the crayons before, so I kind of want to try these. I know I'm just setting myself up for a mess here, but that one will be fun. This is the really bad one that I got. And I went to the dollar store to get it, but my husband's probably gonna hate me for this one. Ugh. Scented markers, so we can teach our kids how to sniff markers. A little dinosaur puppet that I'm gonna put in Mavs, and it's kind of open already, so I'll show you. It's stretchy and soft. He's been asking for one of these forever. I don't know why, but I found this at King Supers. I think it was like 10 cents because it's a Halloween thing, but it's one of those little characters that grows in water. So I think the boys will really like to see that. It starts out as an egg and then you can actually grow the little character. And then I did get this. I'm gonna put one in Rhett's and probably 2 in Mav's because they're boys. They're obsessed with trucks and cars and helicopters and airplanes and buses. So hopefully all of this will fit in their stockings. I tried not to go too overboard. and kept it pretty cheap, but some fun things that I know that they're gonna enjoy. As for Ryan, I actually forgot to bring his stocking sack in, so it's in the vehicle that he has the boys in right now. But I did have a few things off of Amazon that I got him. He is obsessed with grilling and smoking foods. So I got him some brushes because he's always running low on those. I did get him some tongs and a thermometer, meat thermometer. The boys always take that one down to their little kitchen and break it. Wireless Bluetooth earbuds. Of course, I got Ryan some of the more normal things as well. A toothbrush, socks, and underwear. And a couple of books that I know that he's gonna wanna read. That's it for stockings, but I hope I gave you a few last minute ideas if you needed them. We have switched over to an apple in case anybody was wondering, because as I mentioned earlier, these kids, not great on sugar. So my husband and I have started this thing where we buy ornaments each year for the boys that represents what they're really into that year. And this year for Rhett, obviously it should have been sugar, but no, it was a ball, because this kid will walk around with absolutely anything that would be a makeshift hockey stick. I'm talking anything from like a spatula to a pencil, and he can hit a ball precisely across the floor. We also got him a little piggy ornament because he walks around the house oinking. And then for Maverick, he got a fire truck this year because what 3-year-old doesn't want to be a firefighter? And right now he is absolutely obsessed. I mean, his birthday was a firefighter birthday. For Halloween, he was a fireman. Don't get me started though on that darn elf on the shelf. Apple. He is going to be the end of magic for my children because he forgets to move all the time. It's so hard with my schedule and my husband's schedule. 2 in the morning, you are not thinking clearly enough to move that darn guy, and I go to bed the same time as my kids, so then I have to text my husband at like 6 a.m. and half the time the boys are already up by then, so they've seen that Dobby Tinker hasn't moved anywhere. So we've come up with some really good excuses. You know, he's working hard flying to the North Pole, making those toys, or you know, maybe there was a blizzard or he fell asleep at the same time they did, or they just weren't good enough that day, so he hasn't moved yet. Anyway, I do hope that you guys all have a very blessed time around the holidays. I'd love to hear your family traditions and how Christmas went. So remember, you can always email me with stories and let me know if you want me to share them on here as well. Any questions that you have for me, I'd love to answer. It's brie.groves@koaa.com. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Ron.
All right, thank you.
Good job.